Hi, guys. Good evening, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host, Eddie, and in tonight's video, I will be discussing what I thought of the season finale for Star Trek Picard, which dropped earlier today on CBS All Access, where you can currently watch it. I watched it a short while ago, and I really enjoyed it, although I did have a few questions about it, which I'll cover in this video. But before I begin, of course, please be warned, if you have not seen the season finale for Star Trek Picard, if you're behind by this episode or the previous episode, don't keep watching or listening, as I will be going into spoilers. That being said, you have been warned. So to jump right into it, I really liked it. It definitely had its highlights and its moments. It's like I got goosebumps when the Starfleet task force arrived, the one that was supposed to meet them at Deep Space 12 or something, and it was commanded by Riker, of all people, in an old Starfleet uniform. That was gold. That was perfect. I mean, that was really, really exciting. And it was like a classic Star Trek Next Generation scenario, which was in a Starfleet in a standoff against the Romulans. Unfortunately, we didn't get a cool space battle, at least between the Federation and the Romulans. However, we did get kind of a cool one between the giant flower orchid things from the planet against the Romulan ships, even though the flower orchid things were quickly dispatched. But man, was it exciting to see the Starfleet fleet arrive just in the nick of time and make the Romulans think twice about attacking. That was awesome. That was probably like my favorite part of this season finale. And I was hoping for a scene like that in this episode, and I'm really glad we got it. As much as I enjoy a good plunging or a falling death, especially for a bad guy who deserves it, I'm not sure if I'm ready to mark Narissa, the evil Romulan lady who was fighting with Seven of Nine, even though it's implied that Seven of Nine kicked her down a deep, dark crevice, and she had that awesome line right before the kill where she said, "This is for Hugh." I'm not sure if I would mark her off as dead yet because simply because we didn't see her actually land and die on impact. They're probably going to need a new villain for next season because the show is getting a second season. I don't know when exactly, but it is happening. And so I think she could very well come back. And if not her, maybe her vengeful brother, Narek, because we didn't really see what happened to him after Soji turned off the beacon that was summoning the other higher life form of synthetic that would have brought about the end of existence. And then I liked how they covered their bases by allowing Picard to die and his story come full circle, but he's coming back to life, but they come up with a clever way to bring him back to life, which was like imprint his consciousness, his memory into that synthetic body, that golem. And they just didn't give him any superhuman powers. They just gave him like a regular old man's body. And his brain abnormality that was up there all these years was finally gone too, because it was with his old body. So I liked that a lot. I also liked how it finally gave Picard closure and gave him a proper farewell with Data, of all people. And they finally allowed Data to really, literally rest in peace, which was really nice. Besides that, there's some other things that are kind of confusing. Like, I don't know why the one synth, Sutra, Soji's sister, helped Narek escape and kill the other android. I'm glad that Soon discovered and realized that, and he helped the allies, try to overpower the synths and turn off the beacon. Not sure why they had her do that, like why she let him out and allowed him to escape. That was a little unclear. There are a couple of questions, a couple of like head scratchers in this episode as well. Like, they didn't really answer what happened to Narek after the dust had settled and everything was said and done. Is he's still out there? Does he want revenge against Seven of Nine now that does he know that she killed his sister? Is his sister even dead? What happened to that Borg cube? Is it still on the planet? There were a lot of unanswered questions, but they'll probably be answered come next season. So I did like how it ended with Picard having a new crew and ready to have new space adventures. And I'm just curious to see if they'll have another main storyline like we did throughout this whole first season with Soji, her sister, and then the whole Romulans wanting to destroy synths thing and the synthetic ban. Are we going to get a season like that next time, or is it going to be story episode by episode, much like the old Star Trek shows, where it's like a new adventure or new story every episode? I don't know. That remains to be seen. Overall, though, I was satisfied. I was very pleased with the scene that I'm glad that I got the scene that I was hoping to see, which was Federation fleet against the Romulan fleet. Even though there was no direct battle, it was a hell of a standoff and a confrontation. And as usual, the Romulans backed down. So that was satisfying to watch. And there were still some unanswered questions, but overall, I liked it. Not bad for a season finale. Didn't end on a big cliffhanger. They wrapped a few storylines up for both Picard and Data, and then all of our other main supporting characters, survived as well. So everybody else is alive and well. So that's good. So I enjoyed it. Probably could have been better if they had not left so many unanswered questions. But like I said, maybe they'll answer those questions in season 2. So what did you guys think of the season finale? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Were you expecting more, expecting less? I want to hear your thoughts and your opinions down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first season of Star Trek Picard as much as I did. The entire season is now streaming on CBS All Access. Stay safe out there, everybody, and don't forget to wash your hands. And of course, until next time, live long and prosper.